Steven. What grade would you give LeBron for his performance last night?
Just like I give him every other night. Hey, he do his job. I mean, every year we always talk.
You gave him an A?
Give him an A, just that. That's what you heard, stat.
He does his job. He was shot 11 for 18. He didn't shoot bad.
12 of 18.
12 of 18. He had a great game. He does his job. He can't do it by himself. This is the same conversation we had last year when we were in Cleveland about LeBron. What do you give him a grade? Well, he does his job. It's always his supporting cast. We know he doesn't have the supporting cast that he's had in the future, but his game stays the same. He plays every night. It's never the question is him. It's always the team around him.
Yeah, you heard that. You heard what he said.
I heard it.
But you know what?
I'm not swallowing it, but I heard it.
Unlike Stacks, I can't give him an A. I'm going to give him a C.
Wow.
I thought he was...
We're not going to have an earthquake today?
No.
Okay. All right.
Opened this show, it was early in the show. He was as objective about LeBron's game last night as he's ever been about any LeBron game.
Stacks, the reason why, because I thought he was, for 3 quarters, I thought he was great. 9 points in the first, 9 points in the second, 9 points in the third. He was 11 of 16, 27 points, only had 2 turnovers. But in the fourth quarter, when they needed him, when James Harden was starting to get it going, I needed him to match James Harden's ferocity. He only had 2 shot attempts.
Oh.
That's not good enough.
Now you see what we talk about, that killer mentality that Jordan and Kobe had. He don't have that some nights. This is exactly what we talking about. Take that challenge with James Harden. You take that challenge.
I also thought Luke left him on the bench too long. When you start to see the game, and granted, now when he came back in, Skip, they were only down 4 points.
Right.
But there are some things that I saw. 5 rebounds not enough when you're getting crushed on the offensive glass. The assist total. Assists, they come and go because it's a make-or-miss league. You can put guys in great situations, but if they don't finish the play, but I thought he should have said, you know what, James, okay, is that what you want to make this? You want to make this a one-on-one battle? Okay, well, come catch this. Instead of, I thought he settled. James Harden is going to get calls that no one else is going to get, be it on the step back, pull-up 3, or driving the basketball. And I just think LeBron should have took that challenge upon himself to say, okay, we're going to turn this into a one-on. Yeah, understand it's the Lakers and the Rockets, but it's basically now it's mano a mano. It's me versus you. And I didn't see that. But 2 shot attempts in the fourth quarter, that's not nearly enough.
No.
Changing your grade?
No.
No?
He still played great.
So I'm going to be generous here. I'm going to give LeBron a D+. And I'm going to give him the plus.
You got to curve this out.
I know. I'm going to give him the plus because of what Steven just said. He made 12 out of 18 shots. He made 3 out of 6 3-point shots. And he scored 29 points. So that's the plus. The rest of it, D, is for just dreadful energy, effort. He hit the wall last night, and I don't get it. You got to explain. Was he ill? I don't know.
No, I told you we don't make excuses.
Well, I don't know because he ran out of gas in the fourth quarter. Is he having to do too much to carry the kids and the cast-offs? Maybe. But the other issue I have, they did not like the way the game was being refereed, but it's refereed the same way every night that James Harden and Chris Paul play. They get away with near murder every night because they're wily and they're highly skilled. They're almost artists at drawing fouls, especially James. And the refs are just going to give him that up and under call on the 3-point shot. They're just going to give it to him. So LeBron got so upset in the third quarter that he showed up the referees by playing D with his hands clasped behind his back. You cannot do that to NBA referees because they're going to get even with you at some point later in the game. And they got even with 4 minutes left when it was still just a 3-point game. And can we see the Josh Hart play? It's just, we're seeing LeBron.
Terrible call.
But it's just horrible.
Yeah.
It's just like you can't give James this. Give him a lot, but don't give him that one. Josh Hart's got his hand sideways. He doesn't even try to bother the shot. He didn't reach. He did nothing, right?
That's bad.
Okay, that's terrible. And that effectively broke the game open because James marches right to the free throw line and goes swish, swish, swish. Yep. Now it's a 6-point game. Then he comes down, hits a big bomb, and then he comes down, hits a step back 2, and all of a sudden you're buried. You're blown off the floor.
It was a 3-point game.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden it's an 11-point game.
Okay, but because it is kids and a lot of cast-offs, LeBron can't set that tone because you just can't give into it. You can't say to your team, oh, let's all play with our hands behind our backs because you just have to play through it. You know he's going to get those calls, but you're better than that because you're a better player than he is. To me, all around, you're better, and both of us picked the game at the end of the show yesterday, and we thought the Los Angeles Lakers could go in there and beat them because they'd lost 7 of their last 10 games.
Yes.
They were losing to Detroit and Cleveland, and they lost to Dallas twice. Well, come on. You're better than this. And the King got out-kinged in the fourth quarter, 17-2 by James Harden. And to your point, LeBron is without energy, and I don't know if he told Luke, I'm just out of gas, because he sits for half the fourth quarter of a close game. It's nip-tucked the whole fourth quarter. So he comes in with 6 minutes left, and then we just got to show this one more time, but this is Daniel House Jr., undrafted out of Texas A&M, bounced around to the Wizards and the Suns, and can we see this play? Watch this dunk. LeBron, you got to contest a little bit. He's got 1 foul at that point. Contest it. Don't Olay it. He just Olayed him.
You don't Olay it.
You know, this man, back in the day.
Man, they don't foul like that no more.
But it's not about being fouled. Perfect example. If it's a pick and roll, you throw a lob. You ain't got to foul the guy, but don't let him catch the lob, hit his arm.
Yeah.
It's not that's not a bad foul.
But you have to put up some kind of fight. There,
Exactly,
right? Just some kind of fight. I don't know. You don't have to clothesline him. You don't have. You just have to contest.
That skank missed triple dub. She showed up for James Harden.
Yeah.
That's LeBron. LeBron was supposed to get a triple dub.
Yeah.
And she showed 50-point triple dub for James Harden. He got probably more of those than anybody else, than everybody else in NBA history combined.
Yep.
But they can't look. James Harden is as good at getting to the rim.
You can't beat him though when he getting those calls.
No.
Those calls he got last night.
No.
A lot of them were bad, and when he's getting those calls like that, it's hard to defend him, and that takes the energy from your team. And the referee's got to get a hold of that because a lot of those wasn't fouls.
Okay. The Rockets shot 32 free throw attempts. The Lakers shot 27. That's not a huge disparity.
Not at all.
But one team missed 12 free throws, the other team missed 5.
And then a lot of the fouls were 3-point attempts.
Yes.
So that hurts.
So I'm like, okay, granted, some of the calls were bogus, but how about you make most of your free throws? And I say, this is why I don't feel the Lakers will maximize their potential of what they could be this year. They turn the ball over, and they shoot too poorly at the free throw line. And you know, Stacks, when you go on the road, if you turn it over, and they didn't have a whole lot of turnovers. They only turned the ball over 12 times. But like you said, Skip, it was a 3-point game, turnover 6-point game, turnover 9-point game, turnover 11-point game. And so what was a close game is over. Now they foul you, and you can't make up any ground when the clock is stopped because you doinking. I'm like, is the basketball when the Lakers shoot made of cement? Because they show clinking these balls up here.
And they get some good looks, too, now.
And hold on, Skip Bayless. I noticed you ain't said nothing lately about your guy.
We're talking about LeBron here.
Was
that the topic?
You know what?
Guy.
Okay, we're talking
It's the
about
topic
LeBron
every
James.
day.
And let me finish this by saying one superstar went to the free throw line 19 times and made 18. Is that good? That's really good.
That's awesome.
The other superstar went to the line only 6 times and made 2 out of 6. Not good. That superstar named LeBron James is now making 69% for the season. That's not good enough.
That's bad. But you know what, Skip? Forget the 69%. Only 6 free throw attempts, so that's telling you he's not putting the ball on the get to the rim.
Right.
Get to the rim. Go to the rim with them bows. Throw them bows. I'm going to the rim just like this here.
But we know what Houston did last night, too. When LeBron had the ball, everybody set. Everybody shifted. They didn't clog the paint up on James. They let James drive and do whatever he wants, so you can't do that against the best scorer in the league.
Cannot. So, I honor the 29 points. That works for me. But 5 rebounds and 4 assists does not work for me, especially the 5 rebounds. That's just energy and effort.
That's effort.
You're better than that. You're 6'9". They got annihilated on the backboards.
Yeah.
You can set the tone.
Yeah.
Right?
Like I said, the assist total, that comes and goes whether or not guys are making shots.
Right.
Rebound ain't got no do to the other guys. That's you.
Yep, and he can get 10.
Yeah, he can get easy.
Especially if James can do it, you for sure can get 10.
He got it. Whew.
They got crushed on the. I mean, they come on. I need more rebounding from you, JaVale. I need more than 5.
Oh,
Come on, JaVale. I need more. I mean, you give me point, and I ain't question you ever because I know he gonna play hard every night. That's one thing I can say about JaVale. He gonna play hard. But I need a little bit more from my point guard, too, Skip.
30 minutes, but you play 30 minutes, you got to get 10 rebounds.
Next up for the Lakers, they continue the road trip in Charlotte tomorrow.
Oh, we got something for you, Kimber.
Saturday, they'll face Michael Jordan and the
Yeah.
Hornets.
Yeah.
Talk a bit more about him
LeBron
later.
dropped his 50-piece on him. Guess what's going to do, Skip?
Yep.
I'm the GOAT. Yeah, I'm the
Oh,
GOAT.
boy. I have a feeling you'll show up for that one. Steven, thank you for joining us. So good.